You are now listening to Timebite, hosted by me, Stephen Clark. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Hey there, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Steven?
How you doing? You know, before I continue on, every time I do this podcast, when someone does that, it's like I forget this. Like, for people who've been on this podcast before, or for people who have been on the podcast before, they always like do that, thinking that like they probably think that like, oh, I record the whole beginning before I jump into the podcast, so they think like we're just gonna roll into the podcast and just do the podcast. So just do the whole intro recorded and whatever. What? But a lot of people don't realize I actually do it live every single time. I don't record and prepare that crap. I do it live every time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But anyway, hi everyone. This is what's that?
Suck Phantom again, Stephen Clark.
Yeah.
Coming to a theater near you. I don't know.
A theater near you? Oh God.
Something. I don't know. We're doing something right now.
This is Cyber Time by 100, episode 115, and you heard him already. I am back again with the one and only Chuck Phantom. What is up? I don't care what people say. If you have a Twitter, your Twitter handle has to be like sexy Chucky P, like just to be funny.
I might do that. It's true.
I mean, there's already a Twitter handle called Sexy Chucky T, but you got what?
Chucky T. It was Chucky T. Yeah.
No, because there's a wrestler called Chuck Taylor, and his Twitter
right. Yeah.
His Twitter handle is sexy Chucky T. It's so to be funny, you should spoof it and make it off your username.
You know, I was thinking about doing this video because I don't know if you watched this Team 4-Star. You had Takahata 101 and Lanny Patur, and they were doing the Patty Cake Championship thing with influences from pro wrestling. Like Takahata 101 was The Talk, which was a spoof off of The Rock, and Lanny Patur was The Game, which is a spoof off of Triple H.
Yeah,
and they did a patty cake championship. I don't know if it was it. I think it might have been like Anime Expo, but they were playing patty cake for the championship, and it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Wait, it was people pretending to be Triple H and The Rock playing patty cake.
And I wanted to join in that and pretend to be Scott Steiner, and like I'd have like baseballs in my shirt sleeve to pretend I had like huge muscles, and I'm just like, yeah, she's Chuck Phantom.
Oh no! Well, you
holler if you hear me.
God no!
I'm Scott Steiner. I had like a chainmail vest. I have to probably put that on.
Yeah, you would. That would be really interesting to see.
All right, now, so you asked me what I would do with my money if I had it.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
You suggested that I would buy like guitars and stuff, and I was like, well, I was thinking about what I do want to buy with when I get money, because what I'm doing now is saving up for software. Now, what I'm doing, like this is why I asked you to ask to be on the show. It's called Extravaganza. It's my new music project. I've been working on it for years, at least a couple songs for years. And what it's going to be is some power metal with country, western, or western music influences, like folk music. Now, I thought about calling it folk metal because a lot of folk metal artists have influences from folk, but that's European folk like Celtic and Nordic and Humpa, polka. I don't know if I pronounce Humpa. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation, but this would be like American folk music, folk metal. Sorry, American folk metal. So it's like Western metal, power metal, and I think the best example of power metal is Iron Maiden.
So wait a minute, are you sure? So basically, you're trying to be Dropkick Murphys.
Not exactly. Well, all right. Have you ever heard of Tiger Army?
Is that a band?
It's a band, yeah. All right, they have it's a psychobilly band, and it's kind of I'd get a lot of my influences from that band too. Now, I don't know that I've actually listened to Dropkick Murphys, but it's like you remember this. You remember the song I posted, the Extravaganza 01?
No, you see, I've been so busy with work and whatever that I haven't. I'm not saying I was too lazy to listen to it, but I just haven't had time to listen to it. But after this, I will, and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on it. I'm sorry I haven't.
Oh, it's all right.
But no,
so go ahead.
No, because in the original plan that you told me like months ago, that it was this whole project you had going on was going to be like metal rap, like not rap, but like turntable stuff, like some DJ,
Sure.
and now you're saying like Nordic, like folk, like American folk metal. So now I'm thinking like Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly.
You know what? It's different. I mean, sort of, but it's like I'm trying. You've heard you played Turtles in Time, right?
Well, I can't. I think I played it. I think I played it before, but it's been a while. But I've seen a lot of it on YouTube. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen and heard it. Yeah.
Do you remember the sound for the episode? The level called "Bury My Shell at Wounded Knee"?
Yeah, you see that's not. See, I don't know it that detailed, but no, I'm just gonna be honest. No, I don't.
Oh well, I mean, it's kind of like that. So all right. So what? All right. So American folk metal, and it's like instead of because like in crap, I am messing up. So Western music, Western Wild Wild West stuff, Wild Wild West, Ennio Morricone, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Are you talking about so basically just country music?
Yeah,
I didn't know you liked that kind of music, but okay.
I love kinds of music, man.
So
I guess I'm beating around the bush. Country metal. Think about it that way.
So you're like Country Roads Take Me Home to Iron Maiden's The Trooper.
Exactly. Yeah, there you got it. You got it.
Oh man. So I mean that's like literally like your playlist on Spotify or whatever is Country Roads Take Me Home to like what?
Exactly. Like back to back. I got one song from I don't know, Rascal Flatts. Next time I'm playing Dragon Force,
Man, your music is really wide. Your music taste is really wide.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So what I want to do is, all right, I'm a composer before I'm a musician. And I know you think I'm pretty good at guitar, but piano keyboards, but a lot of the stuff I'm writing is stuff that not only do I not have the means to play it, but I'm not as skilled as I'd want to be in order to proceed with this project. So I'm going to be buying a software called Shreddage 3 Hydra, which is an 8-string guitar software VST plugin that emulates a guitar sound. It sounds like real guitar. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Also, Easy Drummer 2 Metal Edition. It's got a bunch of drums, double bass drum, China cymbals, crash cymbals, ride cymbals, splash cymbals, all the cymbals that I need. I got Reason with strings, violin sounds, acoustic guitar sounds. I've got everything. I will have everything I need to make this music, but I won't need to play it. I'll be just using my computer, drawing out notes like it was Microsoft Word to make music.
So you're not actually going to be playing this music, you're just going to be programming this music?
Yeah.
But why not? Why? Like, why don't you get like a real band and play it together?
I'd love to, but I've always, ever since, I've always done things myself. I would love to get a band to play it. I'd probably be the bass player.
Bass player, but your guitar skills, though.
I don't know, man. I always wanted a 6-string bass.
Well, I mean, there's no such thing. It only goes 4 strings.
Well, bass usually is 4 strings, but you can get a 5-string, 6-string. Because with when you have a 6-string bass, it's important to have like a 7-string guitar. I think, in my opinion, but they have 8-string and 9-string guitars, and then it's like getting crazy with some bands who have 8-string guitars don't even have bass players, and I'm just like, well.
And don't forget the string cheese.
String cheese.
because when you undo your strings, it makes cheese. Get it?
Yeah, man, you got the cheese. You have like one of my friends says it's like when you're cleaning off the fretboard and you clean it off, it smells like cheese because of your fingers, like the dead skin from your fingers is all over there. It's just like, ugh.
Funny enough, since we're talking about the bass, I actually have a bass guitar myself.
Oh, nice.
I haven't played it in years, but I have it.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, what's that?
Why don't you ever been in a band?
Because one year I felt like I'll tell you the whole story. So what year was this? It was on my birthday. I forget what year it was though. It was on my birthday though, and I was like, in like weeks before my birthday, I'm like it'd be so cool to have a bass and have it because it looks so easy because only 4 strings and it isn't like a guitar that has like 6 or something strings. So I thought it was going to be easy. I was going to know this, and so like I talked about it for weeks and I thought like, oh, I'll never get it. But then my birthday rolls around that year and like, holy crap, I got it.
Nice.
And so I got the bass guitar, and I had Rocksmith, the game that's supposed to teach you how to play from complete nothing to complete something by the end.
Yeah.
And at that time they just released a version that you can learn bass on it because at one time it was only just guitar.
Right.
And so they added a bass learning feature. And I thought like, oh, I'm going to learn this, but then like, the game is so precise, like, oh, this song is in this like, in this tone, so you got to tune your guitar, and the tuning part was always so stupid because you had to get
pain in the butt.
What's that?
That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, like the game moved to the next screen until you tuned every single string completely correct, or else it was just like because like the game told you what to do, but you had to be so on point.
Yeah.
And it was a nightmare. And so I was just like, forget it. And I put it back in its case, and I just sat around for years, and now it's in my basement right now, sitting around collecting dust probably. But
yeah, they should make a more intuitive game that would like say your bass is like slightly out of tune, but it would know which note you're trying to play.
Yeah, like
so. Like, say you have guitars, like, you know what a Floyd Rose is?
No.
So when you have a guitar, sometimes you have a whammy bar, and what that does is it changes the pitch of the guitar, the note that you're strumming. And so when you use the Floyd Rose, you're putting your guitar like out of tune for a second, and after a couple uses, you'll put your guitar out of tune. So every time you will play that game with the Floyd Rose guitar, you would have to retune the guitar after every song.
I hate that. That suck.
Yeah.
No. I say no. And plus, I saw on the internet that they sell like things where if you press a button or you program it, it will automatically tune your guitar to the right thing. Or it would do it for you.
It's the future, man.
It's the best thing ever. No, speaking of music, do you listen to Buckethead?
I don't think I've ever heard them.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna introduce you to Buckethead. I don't know the guy, but I'm gonna introduce you to his music, and I'm gonna share you some crazy facts right now. You want to hear some crazy facts about this guy?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, I gotta pull up his Wikipedia because it's gonna. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna edit out all this dead silence while I look this up because I wanted to tell you about this. Gee, Steven, if you're gonna talk about this with your boy Chucky P, you should have freaking look this up already. Like, doy. Buckethead is one of the best guitarists I feel to ever
walk the earth.
Yeah, like he is good.
While you're looking that up, I thought I'd tell you about the lyrical concept. So, I started messing around with this idea back in 2006 when I heard one of my favorite bands called Fulnar, like a large-scale concept album. So, what a concept album is? I was thinking, in this case, like a rock opera, but not like a rock opera that actually has a TV show. Not that I would mind doing that, but not one that actually has a movie or an onstage performance of actors, but instead having singers act as characters and a narrator and a large scale concept album. I think Queen had a few of those, Bohemian Rhapsody. What else? There's less popular ones that are pretty cool, like Avantasia, Edguy, Arion. Arion's probably my favorite. That are concept albums. And that's what I want to do with this project called Extravaganzica. At least 2 male singers and at least 2 female singers. I'll be one of the male singers. And yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I found the facts, by the way. Before we continue on with that, I mean that was interesting. I liked what you said there, honestly. But I found the facts. I was telling you I was finding.
Right.
And and if we're talking just his studio albums, he has made 309.
Oh wow, that's a lot of albums.
Because what does it say here? It says Buckethead is an American musician, probably a guitarist mostly. The following is his discography or the words, which currently consists of 313 studio albums, including 283 in the Pike series. Because the Pike, basically what the Pikes are, is that basically at one point it felt like every week, but now he slowed down on it. But basically he has the Pikes are like basically albums that he made, and the covers are always different, but the same thing that's regular is that like it says like Buckethead, and then like has like a little picture of him in like a 15 cent, like a comic book cover, but except the cover is always different every time. And
Okay.
and there's, as I told you, there's 313 of them.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It makes me think about that movie, Limitless, where the guy gets the pill that gives him the ability to access all of his brain. And I was watching the movie where the part where he was playing the piano. I was just like, dude, you know what kind of music I can make if I had the pill like that?
Well, don't we?
I'm cranking out like albums every day, man.
Well, wait, don't we all have access fully to our brains as people?
I mean, all right, we use. I mean, I don't really know the science behind it. I know that we use like all of our brains being used at some point, but like I guess we think, and when we think we access 10% of our brain. But I guess if you accessed all of your brain, you could think yourself. Like if you wanted to get ripped, like if you wanted to work out and get ripped, you could think yourself ripped because you could think your body into creating the hormones that get you ripped. Oh, bucket. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And all sorts of things. But I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist, but
Yeah, I know.
see, what I do is I use a software called Guitar Pro,
Yeah.
and that's how I wrote the music. That's how I wrote the songs. You can find my extravaganza, because I have 4 songs from that are going to be part of extravaganza on my SoundCloud page called Chuck Phantom. Just go to soundcloud.com and search Chuck Phantom,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the ones that are called extravaganza 1 through 4. And what I did to make those was I used it's a software called Guitar Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do is you draw out the notes like it's on a real guitar fretboard, but it doesn't sound like real guitar because it's not like a real. It's a digital MIDI, musical instrumental digital interface sound that is just information, but they have a little sound bank in the computer to create that sound. So what I'm doing is making a playback version of my song. That way, when I'm making my song, I can play it back to myself and see an example of what it would sound like if it was real. Now, it does have some realistic, realist. It's like I think it's called RSE, Realistic Sound Engine,
Mm-hmm.
to try to attempt to make it sound real. It doesn't sound as good as Shreddage, but it does. You can tell after applying the RSC that it's supposed to be a guitar sound. So that's what I've been doing. And the piano is not really mistakable. You can't. It's piano. The drums are drums, obviously, but sometimes it confuses people when I show them the songs that I've written in Guitar Pro, because they're like, "What is this, video game music?" I'm like, "It's not supposed to be video game music. It's like supposed to be heavy metal. It just sounds like it's video game music because of the sounds that I'm using to personify the song." So that's how I've been writing my songs. That's how I've done it since high school. And what you can actually do is when you make the songs in Guitar Pro and export them into a MIDI file, you can import them into whatever digital audio workstation that you use, and it'll map out all the notes that you created. So let's say you have a drum track that you made in Guitar Pro,
Mm-hmm.
and you're using a drum software like Easy Drummer, or even just a basic MIDI drum instrument. You can import the MIDI file from Guitar Pro into, let's say, Fruity Loops or Reason or Pro Tools or Cakewalk, Nuendo. One of my favorites is Mixcraft. Import it into one of those softwares, and all the notes will be drawn out for you. You can do that with piano. You can do that with guitars. But I'll get to that in a second. You can do that with any instrument. The thing is, it was for so many years it was so hard to create guitar software that sounded real. And then I think the first to do it was East West Quantum Leap, Ministry of Rock, and a lot of composers that made stuff for the. I think they did the composer that did the soundtrack to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think that you ever seen that movie?
Which one?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the one with Electro.
No, I don't think so.
It was well, if you watch it, it's the scene where Electro uses his power to explode downtown New York City or Queens or wherever it is. And you have the rock music, the rock guitar that comes in. It's just like, dah, and you got the electricity just like flying everywhere, and it's just like you hear that sound. I think the composer used East West Quantum Leap Ministry of Rock to create that sound. Now I'll be using Shreddage 3 Hydra to create my rock and roll sound for Extravaganza, but I am considering trying to get some people together to play live shows. It's just always been a pain in the butt. I've always had difficulty with bands I've been in because I would write songs and they'd want to change my songs. And it's just like, I don't want to.
Well, here's my question. After I'm done hearing every single Extravaganza song, should I be feeling like should I have the feeling that I rode out on a dragon, breathing fire, feeling like a king, and feeling like a champion by the end of these songs? Is that how I should be feeling?
I mean, that's what you feel when you listen to a typical power metal song like Dragon Force or Rhapsody of Fire.
And like, are you trying to be? Is by the end of this? I mean, like, are you trying? Is it going to be like Trans-Siberian Orchestra ish?
I got like the first song I made has strings, tremolo strings, brass section, piano. I think it's a pretty cool piano line in my. I don't want to toot my own horn, but piano instruments. So it's kind of like an orchestra.
No, I mean like TSO, Trans-Siberian, right? You know them, the Christmas guys.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you know who I'm talking about? They're the guys that come. They're the guys that tour around Christmas time. They have the killer laser shows every year.
I don't know. Yeah, I live under a rock, so.
Huh?
I kind of live under a rock. I haven't heard. There's a lot of things that I haven't heard about.
Well, I got.
I mean, the things that you think that I have heard about, like I had some of them I haven't. So, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I sent. Listen to that Buckethead album. Like the song that he's really known for is Jordan. But this album I sent you is really good. So you tell me after you're done listening to it, tell me what you think of it.
Okay.
And then listen to Jordan, which is his song that everyone knows by him, and then tell me what you think about that as well.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean TSO, I mean like they're awesome. They made that one Christmas song that's really awesome, and they're known for touring around the holidays, and they have killer laser shows at their concerts every year. And
that sounds like a lot of fun.
You're telling me you never heard of these guys before?
I don't think so. I mean, I might have heard them without actually like knowing who they are, but I mean, like I'm guessing if you played something by them on on your stereo, I might remember hearing it.
Do you want me to play it? You want me to play it right now, and I'll just edit it out?
Sure.
You heard that before, haven't you?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you can hear that.
What's on your headphones?
Oh, I'll send you the link, and then you play it, and then
Yeah. Okay.
you can tell me what you think. There. Yeah, play it, and then you can then tell me what you think. You probably heard it when the first couple of notes when you hear it, you're gonna know.
YouTube.com. So wait, do they do covers, or is this was that the original artist to do that song?
Well, the link I sent you is the original person who made the song, but Trans-Siberian Orchestra also made the song, but Trans-Siberian is the one that gets more recognition to the song than the guy who I sent you the link from. But you heard no? Did you hear it though?
Yeah, I heard it.
You know that song, don't you?
Yeah, I think I might have sung it when I was in choir in college.
Yeah, that song is awesome. I love that song. Um, but like, whatchamacallit? I mean, like, would you make stuff like that?
Like, I don't know. Let's see. I haven't made anything like that. I've made a choir song. I did start working on a choir song way back when. It was kind of some people said it sounded Celtic, like kind of Irish. I was going for the Nordic sound, but
Do you want me to send you a Dropkick Murphy song to see to hear what I'm talking about your style, about
yeah,
your Nordic
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you their hit, the one that everyone knows by them, pretty much. Because yeah, if you know them, this is like the. What are you looking at, by the way?
I was just looking to the side, scratching my back.
Oh.
Celtic.
Hmm.
That sounds Celtic.
Yeah, isn't that sort of what you're going for?
No, I'm going for like country, like American country western.
Oh, that mixed with something or just country western?
Country, well, metal, country western type metal.
Oh, so basically country music mixed with metal.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it work.
Like,
I've made 4 songs so far. I thought about getting a violin player.
violin player.
Yeah.
Like what like how would you feel about like a banjo player, a metal banjo player, and on top of that?
Well, see, okay, like there are parts of some songs I have written already. There are parts of the songs where I use acoustic guitar, and there are parts of the songs where there are some songs where I have piano. So I can have one part of the song playing a banjo, and then after that you got the electric guitar crunch going on. And it's just like crunchy and chugging, and it's just like, it's cool stuff. And then it goes back to the soft part. So it's very dynamic music. It's not just all one style throughout the entire thing. It's got some parts like it changes time signatures a lot. And it changes. It's like my friend said it was progressive.
Progressive.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that sounded very progressive. It was it's a 9-minute song, Extravaganza 01.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 9 minutes. He says it's progressive, like it just like progresses throughout the song. I don't know about all that, but
It's on
it's
YouTube.
what?
It's on YouTube.
It's on my SoundCloud.
You have a SoundCloud? Oh, I'm learning
Yeah,
everything, something every day here. Wait, what's your
yeah, Chuck
sound?
SoundCloud.
It's on. Wait, what's it called?
Uh, Go to SoundCloud, search Chuck Phantom. The song is called Extravaganza 01. And that's the first song of the project I'm working on called Extravaganza. Now this might just be one album. I'm not sure because
Should be one album.
but at the same time, it's like if I just keep this as one album, I'm just gonna move on to another project and keep making project after project and renaming them. So I might as well call it Extravaganza, but make multiple albums of different genres of music.
Well, for Extravaganza, you should make that. You should just put all those on one album. Just call the album Extravaganza. I can't say the name, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna no, hold on. I'm gonna listen to a little bit of this and tell you what I think from the first couple of seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I only played the first 8 seconds, and automatically I'm thinking Sega Genesis.
Like a Genesis, yeah, that's what everybody says. It sounds like video game music. My sister said it sounded like something from Chrono Trigger. I'm just like, that's awesome.
Like the first 8 seconds sounds like Sega Genesis music. I know that isn't what you're trying to go for, but like, what?
It's not the full production. It's not the production quality. It's not the fully recorded, produced, engineered track that's going to be in the album that I release. But that gives you an idea of what it's going to sound like.
Uh huh.
It's not the way the music is going to sound once it's finished.
The when when you're all done and you're ready to pump out the album, how are you gonna pump out the album? Are you gonna actually gonna make a physical CD and try to sell it in the stores or what?
I will. You can upload it. What you do is you upload them onto DistroKid or BMI.com with metadata, and you can get it on iTunes. You can get it on Spotify. Obviously, you can put them on YouTube whenever you want.
No, because
Um,
no, because I asked that is because you're from California, right?
yeah,
Can't can't you technically, if you really wanted to, get your music like if you want to put it on CD, get sold at Amoeba Music, and like get go for there.
what does Amoeba Music do? What is it? Is it like Spotify or?
No, it's a music store in California.
Oh, I'd never actually heard of Amoeba Music.
Yeah, they're Amoeba. What's that?
Like I said, I live under a rock, so you know.
You wait. You don't do type research on not that current.
I haven't found any. I haven't found any Amoeba Music stores. I mean,
Yeah, we were talking about the Amoeba store, which I want to go to one day when I eventually go visit out there one day. When
hey man, if you come out here, come when it's time for Anime Expo, dude. That's the place. That's where it happens. It's where the magic happens. Anime Expo, California. It's the best convention. I mean, I've never been to Comic Con, so I can't really say it's the best. I don't know, but it's a pretty good time, in my opinion.
like what like you haven't been to San Diego Comic Con?
I've never been to Comic Con, but I hear a lot of good things about Comic Con. They had TNA Impact Wrestling there one time, so that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool, I think.
Well, I mean, I never been to San Diego Comic Con, obviously, because I don't live out in California.
Have you ever been to a convention, an anime convention?
Oh yeah, I mean we have a ton of them here in the Midwest.
Right. Well, Anime Expo is the biggest anime convention in, I think, the United States.
In the United States?
In the United States, yeah.
I didn't know that, honestly.
I mean, Comic-Con's not Comic-Con's not technically anime, but it's definitely bigger than Anime Expo. Anime Expo is pretty darn big, and it keeps getting bigger. It's harder to get. It's harder to attend because so many people are buying tickets, and the tickets prices are going up, and it's so crowded at the beginning of the convention. So it takes like all day to get in there, but once you do, you get it's a blast.
Here in Illinois we have Anime Midwest, which is our anime convention that we have that in Illinois. And then we got like Daisho Con and like Daisho Con's in Wisconsin, but then we got C2E2 and so on and so forth. But like we got our fair share here in our low area of the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We also have Con on the Cob, but that's in Ohio.
Con on the Cob, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I interviewed the guy who runs it, by the way, and he was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like Con on the Cob. I love it.
They have dances like raves
At Con on the Cob.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the dance music, like the think any of that.
I've never been to Con on the Cob, so I can't tell you. But Anime Midwest and Con Delete and all of those conventions have that.
Sweet. All right, I might, if I'm ever around there when it happens, you'll probably find me at the dance. That's what I love to do.
Well, I mean, when are you ever going to come out to Illinois to a convention near in my area?
I have another friend, I think, who lives in Illinois. So you said Chicago?
Yeah, Chicagoland area.
Might be cool to visit.
Yeah, because Anime Midwest canceled this year because of the virus, but next year.
Yeah. And if I do, it might be to see that rapper Rob Level, used to be known as Novi Novak.
Yeah, you see, you know so many artists and music that I never heard of.
I'm very specific.
No, but we've been speaking about music for a long time, but there's something I want to talk to you about that that's been going around.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on this COVID, this lockdown, and this whole thing about the riots and all that stuff going on right now? What are your thoughts on all that?
All right. With the lockdown, I think a lot of people are trying to go outside, and that's cool. Go out in nature. It's good to go out in nature. It's important for us to be out in nature. But I've seen like my brother went out a couple of weeks ago, and somebody came up to him and was like, "Hey, do you mind if I sneeze in your face?" Like trying to be, I don't know if he was trying to be funny or if he was trying to be a jerk or whatever, but he was like getting in his face. Like people are going crazy about the coronavirus. First of all, a lot of people want to be out and have excuses to visit their friends and families, and that's cool. My grandma has been keeping like arm's distance from me. She doesn't want me getting closer. She doesn't invite her boyfriend over. I think that's important because a lot of people are just talking about how it's baloney and how people should be allowed to work. And I think people should, I think there should be like some kind of regulation on certain jobs, but it's important to social distance because that's because it's just going to get worse. So many people are going to catch the virus. You got people going to the protests and getting close to each other, and since then, a lot more cases of the virus have been found. They haven't even, as far as I know, they haven't started working on a vaccine for it. So, and it just seems like people are finding more excuses to go out and socialize, which is cool. But I'd say people need to stay home as much as they can. As far as the Floyd protests, I don't. A lot of people are talking about how they want. Surprising me who I see is actually going to these protests, and I feel like, if I say anything bad about the protests, like 20 people on my Facebook are going to delete me from their friend list and stuff. I usually keep it to myself, but like the fact is, like, people are going out there and jumping on police cars, smashing stuff up, looting, rioting, burning stuff, lighting things on fire, snatching up police barricades, and causing violence. And not only that, but getting other people sick. And it's like, these aren't even the police that caused the problem. It's good that people are enthusiastic about this, because I think racism is a big problem. But this violence, there has to be police officers, otherwise it'd be like complete anarchy. And it's like, I used to be like really into punk rock music, and you think it's ironic here. Some people might think it's ironic hearing me say this because I used to wear this patch from a band called Total Chaos. So like, people think I want total chaos, but I don't want total chaos. Even if there's corrupt police, corrupt law enforcement, corrupt individuals, you have to have law enforcement. And people are rioting and smashing up police cars and causing all sorts of problems. And not only that, doing that, but getting themselves hurt just to prove a point. And it's like, we didn't even know that these cops that killed that man weren't going to get prosecuted up until like a few days ago, when they finally said that, yeah, they're going to get prosecuted. So I just think the way people have been acting, I think it'd be a lot. Not only would it be a much better look for people who are involved in peaceful protest, but with peaceful protest, there could be a lot more people involved, because if the protests are peaceful, they're not getting chaotic. More people can be involved because more people feel safe doing what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Having picket signs, honk if you're against racism. Not having picket signs and smashing up police cars and snatching up barricades and trying to flip cars over and burning stuff and stealing stuff and smashing in windows. Like, I just think it's crazy. It's not. I mean, I think it's nuts, and I don't want to be a part of a protest that is violent. There's corrupt police officers out there, but I don't. But I've had my fair. I had my good fortune to meet a lot of police officers who are actually good. So I don't just go in assuming that this police officer is going to be a nasty person just because he's a police officer. You got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So I don't think it's fair that every police officer who's doing their job, and their job is to keep order, I don't think it's fair for every police officer to have to go through this danger of keeping the city from falling into chaos.
Yeah, because what happened that even started all this in the first place was terrible.
Right.
And like, and like it's just I don't know. I just wanted your opinion because it was just. I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh, every guest I'm gonna get the opinion on this because that's not what people really like come here to hear. They don't want to hear about like more protest, you know. But like, I just thought that I would ask your opinion because you're a very shallow person and you don't really you, you don't really like spread your opinion about like this kind of stuff really much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I'm glad that we can clear that air up. Do you make disco music too?
I used to kind of want to make disco music. I never actually made a disco song, but like at one point when I was a little kid, I actually did want to make some disco music.
No, because I was gonna say if you make disco music, do you know "Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan?
Make a man out of you,
Yeah,
Mister. I'll make a man out of you.
but no, disco it. No, disco that song. Like literally, you take that song and disco it up.
That'd be cool.
No, it's like
Oh, the Guitar Pro sounds, yeah.
like you know, just disco that crap up. Oh, no. If I gotta commission you to do it, I'll do it. I just want it to happen.
Yeah, I like what I get into a new genre of music. I study it, what makes it cool. You know, the first kind of music I ever made was punk rock. Man, like I would study it, try to figure out what's cool about it. Okay, then I'd try to make metal. So I got studied like some metal artists have alternate picking, it's guitar sweeping for guitar solos, tapping, and then one day I wanted to make techno music. So it's like they got spots where it breaks down and it like plays a refrain after the chorus. And then I was making rap music, hip hop music, where it's like you use the 808 kick, the 808 drums, the little really choppy cymbals and claps and stuff. And then, you know, I would, if I were to make disco music, I would really spend a lot of time studying disco songs and finding out the science of what really makes the music. That's what I talk to a lot of people about, because a lot of people, it's like I took music theory classes, music theory, and I think it's important to take music theory when you're making music, because you got a lot of these people who are, I don't know if you've seen in the commercials about making music, and they talk about like, well, if you don't know how to use these chords, this software will give you a way to like find cool chords to put in your music. But I'm like, if you knew music theory, you could just like come up with the chords yourself instead of spending a bunch of time like playing around with random sounds until you got what you wanted. Now it's cool to be experimental, but I think it's really beneficial. It's exciting to learn music theory because it's like beneficial. Everybody's like, well, it's hard. And I'm like, yeah, it's hard. I mean, you know, it's not, I mean, I guess I had a pretty good teacher who taught me music theory. So, but I think it's important. A lot of people don't think it's like important. I'm not saying they're wrong for not thinking it's important, because people have different ways of coming up with what they create. Jimi Hendrix, I don't think he knew music theory. Chuck Schuldiner, the lead guitarist of Death, godfather of death metal, I don't think he knew music theory, but he was, you know, amazing talented, just like Jimi Hendrix. So a lot of people who are really good talents in music didn't actually know music theory, but it helps. It definitely when it's more of a benefit to learn it than it's not a benefit. There's nothing to you have nothing to lose with it.
I mean, like, I wouldn't know because I don't make music. So I
Well,
mean,
we just started talking about it is because it's like the science behind music. I want to learn. I always try to learn the science. It's like everybody's like, well, music comes from the heart. I'm like, yeah, it does, but I want to learn what is going on inside your brain when you're listening to your favorite song, and I want to recreate that with my music. To I want to come up with new feelings. Of course, I don't want to. I don't want to like steal somebody's music, but like I want to know the science of what's going on with the music in a person's mind.
I mean,
Sorry for interrupting you.
no, it's fine. It's like, but like, then let's just get straight to it. What do you think when you're listening to your favorite song?
Well, okay, so this is something I learned about in high school because we had music project, or no, sorry, senior project. We had senior project in high school, and me and a few friends of mine did our senior projects on music. And one of my friends talked about in his senior project speech presentation, he talked about something called chromesthesia. And what that means is when you sometimes when you listen to a certain song, like for example, for me, when I listen to when I listen to the song "Painkiller" by Judas Priest, I think of the color red. When I listen to "Hallowed Be Thy Name" from Iron Maiden, I think of the color blue. So it's like when you listen to certain songs, you think of a certain color, and you think of you have a certain image in your mind, a picture. It paints a picture in your mind when you listen to music. I try to take that. So I'm like, okay, when I'm listening to Judas Priest, Painkiller, what about it is making me think of red? And when do I want to create that red image in my music? So it's like so all right, and there's other things too. So
If it's too long and too complicated right now to explain.
cool talking about it, but
Yeah, I know. I mean, if it's too long, then you don't have. If you don't want to think that hard right now, I understand it's late.
yeah, for sure, yeah. But that's a good example. Chromesthesia. When you think of when you're listening to a song and it makes you think of a color. When you what's like a you know that album Green Day, American Idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you remember this. There was this commercial for macaroni and cheese that sounded a lot like American Idiot. It's like that the composer of that commercial song derived their music from the song American Idiot. I don't try to make it so obvious to where it's like, well, this is just another version of this song, but I'll like take it's like me and my friends who first wanted to start a band back when I was in 5th grade. We were like, let's take everybody's songs and mix them together and make something cool out of it. So that's kind of what I do. And not only just with like one genre of music. Like I'll take a metal song that I'm working on and think about like a techno song that I like, and be like, okay, how can I take this good feeling from this techno song and put it into this metal song? And that's how I came up with the idea to create this Western country metal that I'm talking about with the music project Extravaganza.
So, okay. Let me change. Now, remember how earlier I said like when I walk out of this, I should feel like I'm on a fire breathing dragon, feeling like a king.
Right.
Are you? Let me change that up. So, are you saying that after I'm done listening to all this, that I should feel like I'm a hero in the Western times, riding off into the sunset on my horse with
Yeah. Yeah.
with with like Country Roads, Take Me Home, metal version playing along with it.
Right. Right.
Like I didn't like so with that in mind, is like country music like one of your top favorite types of music?
It's not my favorite genre of music,
What is your
but
favorite genre then?
it's not my favorite genre of music. My favorite genres of music are metal, techno, and hip hop, and maybe punk rock. But I think it's exciting to mix it, just like Hoompa Polka wasn't one of my favorite genres of music, but I like the band Fintroll, which is like a folk metal band from Finland that has Hoompa Polka influences in their music. I like Hoompa Polka, but it's not like one of my favorite genres of music. So like country isn't really one of my favorite. It's not something I like country. I enjoy listening to country like a lot, but you know
You
my
enjoy
favorite.
you enjoy listening to it, but you just want to try something new in your music.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but knowing, I mean, I know that you listen to it a lot, but it's not your favorite genre. But like when you do, is are you going to be 100% happy with it in the ending? In the end, I mean, no, I mean, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want you to go for all this and then you listen to it back and you go like, well, country isn't one of my favorites, and so it's kind of so I
No,
can't, you know.
I've been working on some of these songs. One of the songs I've been working on for 9 years, and I've been dreaming of what it's going to come out to sound like ever since. Like I've been like desperate. Like that's why I'm trying to get these softwares instead of trying to start a band, because I desperately just want to hear what the finished product will sound like. I've been like anxious for years to get this sound out into the open, knowing what it will sound like when it's fully produced, fully recorded, and fully engineered.
Well, on Facebook, don't you join like Facebook groups to find band members?
I had never done that.
Well, do you want me to send you one?
Sure.
No, because if you go on the Facebook and you literally just like find a group to help you find band members, like that will like that that will help for sure.
It won't help.
No, it will help for sure because because then you'll be like, yeah, this yeah.
Well, we did have music it's called the Antelope Valley where I live. There was like a Antelope Valley musicians group page for Facebook. I haven't seen any posts in that lately, but there is an existing group. I just haven't really utilized it in order to find bandmates. I am trying to start a new metal band with some people. So it's not like I'm not trying to be in a band. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to start a new metal band. It's just that like it's going to be a long time before I can actually get it going, because I'm going to have to buy expensive guitar equipment it's called the Fender Bassbreaker amp. It's $650,
Mm-hmm.
and I get pedals, like and I want just musical effects.
Here's the page I wanted to send you. No, join that page I already sent you, but this one I wanted to want you to check out. Hopefully I helped and was an assistance.
Well, I'll have to click that link later because I don't know how to get back to the texting conversation on Skype. But
No, it's fine. Um, so what are you doing, if I can ask?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm just chilling on my couch. I mean, right now I'm just chilling,
No,
trying to decide what I'm gonna eat. I guess.
did you take a screenshot by accident? Because I got a screenshot.
Do was I was trying to click back to the. Did I take a screenshot?
Yeah, because there's a random screenshot of your blurry half face and a picture of me.
Oh, that's weird. And I didn't do that on purpose. No, I was trying to get back. I was trying to click on the link you sent me, and it wasn't opening. I was trying to get to the conversation, the texting conversation, so I can click the link. But I guess it took when I was doing that, it took a screenshot and must have sent it to you.
Oh, that's fine. After we're done here, you can go check it out.
Got it.
And then we stared at each other in an awkward standing staring contest.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I pressed that. I thought that was the full screen button, and I pressed it, and it took a screenshot. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, and then we had that awkward staring contest.
I won't blink. I don't blink.
Yeah, don't blink.
I don't blink.
Oh, jeez.
I don't do it.
Did you get that guitar that you used in that video repaired?
Which video?
The Sailor Moon video.
Yeah, I did. It's my 7-string Ibanez. Yeah, I got it repaired. I've been played it a little bit.
Do you think you'll ever recover that song and do the actual main theme?
You mean fighting evil by moonlight? That one?
Yeah.
It's not. That wouldn't be too hard to do. I could do that pretty easily.
Yeah, because the original video that you made all those years ago, I love that video, and I love that video. Never take it down, by the way. I love it.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. I love it too. I mean, I love Sailor Moon. I love anime. I love anime music. I don't have a way to record my guitar playing, my actual guitar playing, not shredded. My actual guitar playing right now because it's a device. It's called the UX2, and for some reason mine isn't working. And that's the only way aside from using an actual condenser microphone to record the amplifier, which I've never done by myself. And my amp sounds like crap. I mean, it doesn't sound like crap. It's just not ideal for what I want to record with. But I'm super picky about the way it sounds. I got to have it sound good. Yeah. I mean, obviously you wouldn't think that with the Guitar Pro MIDI files, but
yeah, because in the video it just sounds like you just plugged your guitar into an amp and just turned on the camera and just had the camera facing you and you just played.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound. Yeah, it doesn't even sound like you're recording the amplifier with the guitar because it's. Yeah, let me show you.
He's gonna show me, folks.
All right. The UX2.
Yeah.
This is what I used to record that Sailor Moon video. It has the guitar port right. Has a guitar port, headphones. Right here, the guitar. You can see the guitar.
Yeah.
The 2 microphone jacks, 2 microphone inputs, and you plug it into your computer via USB. And that's what I use to record the Sailor Moon video as well as the Power Rangers video, the Gambit theme video. That's what I used. And you just plug your guitar straight into it. It's not an amplifier. You plug it into speakers. You plug speakers into it. And it will play on your speakers, but it's not recording from your speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a guitar recording directly into your computer, and the amplifier is in the computer. The amplifier is in the software. So you have what I used was at the time I used a software called Gearbox, and it had the Line 6 amplifier models, distortion pedals, and pretty much everything I needed to make guitar sounds. A wah pedal, and so that I will be using a VST version. They've upgraded to a software called Pod Farm, and I'll be using a VST version of Pod Farm in order to create the guitar amplifier sound with Shreddage 3 Hydra. So, but I used the UX2 for recording my guitar, and it's a pretty good product. You can get it. I think it's like $120. I think it's worth it. It's a good product. I used it for years.
I am surprised that you haven't started a podcast yourself talking about all this stuff. Because you have a lot of equipment and music knowledge and just stuff you can bring to the people.
Yeah, have you
ever thought about it?
I wanted what?
Have you ever thought about it?
I thought about being a vlogger. I wanted to be a vlogger, a video blogger. I made a few vlogs. I just deleted them because I didn't really like them that much. Decided that my Chuck Phantom YouTube page would be mainly for music.
Because I was gonna recommend to you, if you decide you want to do podcasts on music and whatever, I can make you part of the Cyber Timebite network family.
That would be very cool. Pick me up, be a part of Cyber Timebite.
Well, no, I mean like the Cyber Timebite network, which is the family of podcasts that.
Oh, okay.
It's like it has its own separate YouTube channel, and then you or me or whatever would make the Facebook page for your podcast, and then I could. I'll just edit in the intro for the, or I'll give it to you to put it at the beginning of the intro of the Cyber Timebite Network thing, so you can get that Cyber Timebite Network intro.
Got it.
For your podcast, if you're interested.
That would be pretty cool. I have my work cut out for me. I'd just come up with something to do, try to interview people. I do know some people that would be pretty cool to interview. I'll give it a thought. One thing I do want to ask you, I want to know where I can get your T-shirts, because I remember you showed me that you had some T-shirts, and I was thinking maybe I'll buy one of his T-shirts.
My merch.
The merch, yeah.
Well, first thing I want to tell you about that. Yeah, I have T-shirts and stuff, but it goes more than T-shirts. There's hoodies and sweatshirts, and just in time for this occasion, there's a mask. I have these things, like a face mask when you go out in public. With my
I remember you had quotes on them T-shirts, man.
Yeah, I can send you a link to that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I have face masks with my logo on it for quarantine or whatever.
That's what I want to do. I think no band should ever be without merchandise. I don't care what you say about selling out. Everybody's like, okay, this is selling out. A band gets famous and is actually getting recognition. They sold out. No, a band sells out. I think someone who gets butt injections to sell their rap videos, I think that's selling out. I don't think wanting to be more popular and actually making a living off your music is selling out. And I don't think merchandise is ever selling out. Some people are just well, if they're really that good, they can just, merchandise.
I mean, what am I trying to say? No, I mean, it's damn it, what am I trying? No, I mean, That's like sewn out. No, it's not like WCW where they sold out.
Oh, where Shane McMahon bought it out. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Remember they had a pay per view called Sold Out.
Oh, right. Wait, sold out.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was so. It was spelled like it wasn't like sold. It was so like soul, and then ed sold out.
Oh God. Okay.
Like that. Like
That's
that. What's that?
pretty clever. Pretty clever, I think.
No, here. No, are you in the text box?
Hang on. Text box.
Yeah, the on Skype.
Yeah, I got it. Stephen We Trust T-shirt. All right.
I sent you to the page where you can see all the possibilities that you can have my logo on.
It's cool. So anybody can just like. So how did you get this going? They just like Photoshop your shirt onto people, or do they actually like?
No, that's just how the website was like. Because I couldn't do that.
Nice. Very cool.
Out of all of this that you're seeing, what would you want my logo on?
Let's see.
Because there's a lot. There's a lot to freaking go over.
If you can put it on an embroidery patch, do you know what that is? Like the embroidered, like iron-on patch. If you
Yeah,
can get it on, that'd be pretty cool.
I would love that, but I don't know how to do that. I have coasters though.
I have to get one of your T-shirts, cut the picture out, and put it on a jacket or something as a patch.
Wait. You would just buy my T-shirt just to ruin it?
No, I want to ruin it. I want to wear it on a like. Put the logo, put your picture on like a sweater or a jacket or something.
Okay, one, I really would love that, but two, just buy two. Buy one to do that too, and buy one just to wear.
I'll buy that. Don't worry, I got you.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah. I mean, like, buy one to do that too, but buy one to wear around.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, like, but besides T-shirts, I got like camp like prints, like posters and whatever. I mean, my logo's even not a shower curtain, if you could believe that crap.
Shower. Dang.
Wait, did you scroll through everything that I have on there?
Let's see what you got. I've seen the T-shirts. I saw like a couple sweaters, long sleeve shirts, hoodies. You got the zip up hoodies.
Yeah, but keep going down. There's more.
iPad snap case, iPhone soft case, laptop skin, laptop sleeve. Okay, I might buy the laptop sleeve. Might be cool. Take that shit to Starbucks and just chill on my laptop at Starbucks making music or something. Oh, you got the Samsung Galaxy. Okay. I got a Samsung Galaxy and I need that case, bro. I broke my case. I need a new case. So, all right, Samsung Galaxy case. Perfect. Okay. Metal print, photographic print, poster, canvas mounted print, wood mounted acrylic, shower curtain. Okay. A clock. I'd get the mug. I do want that mug.
With the travel mug?
Poster, tapestry, the comforter, postcards. Okay. Spiral notebook. Nice. Okay, the pin. I'm getting the pin. I might buy that tonight. Shoot, because I want that pin. And you got a sticker. Okay, mask. Okay, I saw the mask, the tote bag. There we go.
I have never had anyone this happy to see my merch and actually want to get it.
Everybody should have merchandise, man.
Hey, I try, and the spork is on it, so that makes it better.
It's like a lot of these bands that don't have merchandise. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro?
I mean, like, that's why I did the merch, so people who love my podcast and who stumble upon it, if they want to support it, there you go.
True.
So out of all of this, like I said, which one do you want to get the most?
The pin, because I got a jacket that I've been decking out with a bunch of pins. I got like, I got the on my jacket. Let me show you. I got this like punk rock looking jacket. It's got like pins on it. You can see like Voltron, Rick and Morty. It's got Rick and Morty. You got Dragon Ball Z. It's got a pin from my sister's work. Regular show, Bob's Burgers. And I got the Pokemon badges from Johto. I don't know if you can see them. The Johto gym badges. And on the other side, I have the Kanto gym badges.
Yeah.
And then so I'll put the pin somewhere where all the other pins are. And put it on my jacket, and I'll be like going around town. And be like, "Yeah, man."
I thought you were gonna use one. I thought you were gonna get one of my shirts to take the design and put it on the back.
No, I'll put it on like a jacket. Well, this is a jacket, but I cut the sleeves off and into a vest. I already have a back patch for this one, but I'll make another one. Use the back patch for that one.
That's awesome, man. If you actually do that, send it to me and I'll freaking put it on the Facebook page.
Awesome. All right.
Same with the pin thing. because for people who buy my merch, I love to show it off so people could be like people can see it, so I could show the support I'm getting.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're in the Voltron too?
Hell yeah.
Well, what you thought about the end? What you thought about the ending? Everyone hated it.
I haven't actually seen it in so long, but I was watching Voltron Vehicle Force with my friend Mike, and I like the version like Voltron, the Defenders of the Universe. My uncle used to have those Voltron toys where you could link them together, right? The tiger, all those toys, you link them together. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
But I'm talking about Legendary Defender, the ending, because everyone hated the ending of Legendary Defender. I didn't know what your thoughts were on it.
What happened in the ending?
No, I haven't seen it, but supposedly every single character, like the ending was done wrong because everyone didn't get what they want. Supposedly.
I haven't seen it in so long. I was watching that when I was a kid, but they had the Voltron. They had the Voltron pin up at Hot Topic, and I was like, I have to get this.
No, I'm talking about. No, you weren't a kid when it came out. I'm talking about do you know the one that's on Netflix right now?
Voltron's on Netflix?
The new one, the latest Voltron series.
It's on Netflix?
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Is it Vehicle Force or the ones with the tigers, with the ones with the cats?
The one that's on your pin. Look at your pin, your Voltron pin.
And I feel like a dummy. I feel like a dummy right now. Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, have you seen that one?
No. Let's see. This one is the Legendary Defender. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, that's where it's on. It's on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I guess I got my next week of binging cut out for me.
So wait, so you bought a pin for a Voltron series you never even watched?
Don't make fun of me, Doug. It said Voltron on it. I had to get because I wanted the. I would have gotten the one with the cats or the Vehicle Force if they had that instead, or I probably would have bought both of them. I just didn't realize it. It's been so long since I watched the actual old shows that I didn't realize it was not the same version of Voltron.
Well, I mean,
I feel like a total noob right now, man.
No, it's all right. But from what I hear, people didn't like the ending because people didn't get what they want. That's what all I heard. So when you watch it and you get around to it, then you'll probably see it too. I don't know, but I didn't see the ending yet, so I can't say, oh, people didn't get what they want. So I guess that's your next week of binging.
Week binging. I still have to watch Ghost in the Shell too, man. I've been slacking.
Well, we've been going for an hour and 30 minutes, by the way, if you're wondering.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was like wondering if we were still recording. I'm just like, I don't know if you're gonna cut this out, but it's like at first I was all nervous. Now I'm all just like cool and chill. It's all cool. We're just chilling, talking, just buds, no big deal.
No, it's fine. I mean, like that's the whole point of Cyber Timebite, you know, like just chilling, talking. I like we don't have to necessarily. I don't necessarily have to be like, yeah, this, and this, and all that, you know, whatever.
Shoot. Keep this in mind. Try to keep this mindset next time we do this. Man, what time is it over there? Like 2 a.m?
What, by my house?
Yeah.
It's 1 a.m.
What's 1 a.m?
Yeah, isn't it 11 where you live?
11:42. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 2 hours behind me. Yeah, you know where you know where I live, Chicago, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that. But yeah, God. Well, I think this is a good place to end it because you talked about what you wanted to come on here to talk about, and we talked about all this random stuff and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gratuitous, but thanks for having me on the show. Thanks a lot. Hope everybody listens, checks out Extravagantica. Check out Steven's Cyber Time Bike. Get his merchandise; it's pretty cool. I'm gonna get that pin.
But you're not gonna get the shirt.
The shirt too. I'm gonna get the shirt too.
Well, thanks, man.
I'm gonna get it. Don't worry.
No, the funny part is I think the Red Bubble factory, like their factory, is in California, so it should get to you quick.
It's me in like a day, right? Yeah.
Probably.
Like 2 days.
2 days, 3 days, who knows? But yeah, tell the people where they can find you.
All right, go to SoundCloud.com, search Chuck Phantom, listen to Extravaganzica 1, Extravaganzica 2, Extravaganza 3, Extravaganzica 4, and I think maybe next week I might have Extravaganzica 5 up there. I'm going to come out with it, hopefully at least 12 songs for this first album, and it's going to be power metal with influences of country western music. Next song I might do power metal with influences from techno music. Who knows? But till then, this is Chuck Phantom, Stephen Clark. Thanks for having me on the show. Hope to be on sometime again in the future.
Oh, now you're doing my outro for me.
That's all right. I took it over, but I had to. I mean, I didn't have to, but all right.
No, that's fine. But thanks for everyone for listening, and I hope I see all of you next time. Have a good one.